You know, life was going really awesome for me. I was married to my high school sweetheart, Sherry Velo, and we'd been married for 4.5 years. I was pastoring at Broadway Church in Vancouver, BC. Life was exceptional. It was, in fact, greater than I had ever thought my life could ever turn out to be like. And then on December 1st, 2001, Sherry and I were making our way to Kelowna, and we had just passed the Coca-Cola toll booth, and everything came unraveled in really a heartbeat. One moment I was driving, everything was good, it was a beautiful day, there was no problems on the road. And the next minute, all of a sudden we were in a slide. We had hit some black ice. We were going sideways, and I remember in that moment thinking, life is never going to be the same. It was almost as if God had given me just a look into the future, and I realized that something was going to be different. We went down a steep embankment, rolling several times. I was conscious the whole time. There was broken glass, there was all sorts of snow hitting me. And when we came to, when we finally stopped, I looked over beside me. There was blood throughout the cabin, there was broken glass everywhere, and there was my little Sherry slumped right against the side of the door that had been crushed by a big fence post that we had hit. And her neck was broken, her back was broken. You know, I cried out to God. I asked him to do a miracle. I asked him to heal her. I begged and I pleaded. I asked him to take my life. I asked him so many things. But in the end, she died there on the side of the road. There were times where I was going through very, very difficult depression, anger, all sorts of questions. There were times where I wondered if God actually was there, but I kept on coming back to that moment where God promised me that He would never leave me, He would never forsake me, that in this deep valley, that He would always be with me. You know, I was once told, don't question in the darkness what God has fully revealed in the light. And there were many times in the darkness where I would just say, God, like, have you left me? But I knew from times past that God had promised that He would be with me. I knew from times past that God said, Mike, I have got a design and a destiny for your life. Christ grieved in that moment for me and the pain that I would go through. But He says, Mike, this is not the end of your story. This is not the end of your story. Keep on going because I am with you. I'm going to get you through this. And you might not understand it fully. You might not ever fully understand it. But one day when we meet face to face, you will understand. You'll understand my love. You'll understand my mercy. You'll understand my grace. And it'll all make sense.